We have a new president and here's why you shouldn't think your life can change Here's everything you need to know about Tharman's landslide victory simplified and summarized for you Don't see if you don't understand my answers, you idiot. So, on 1st September, many people flocked to the polling stations in the morning to vote for the country's 9th president. Some even queued before the voting station opened. Wow, Singaporeans all so practical. All think they have a duty.
No lah, they vote early fast so that they can go JB after that ma. At least they vote cause it's to thank the man for the free public holiday, haha.
So polling day went as usual At night food delivery riders are on standby like the World Cup season Cause in the last presidential election EDL said they need a recount at 1:19 AM Then the results were only out at 4:23 AM So this year Tan Kin Lian was in his house with his supporters. Kok Song went to his social media agency office with his supporters. And Tharman went to Taman Jurong Hawker Centre with his supporters. Or to makan supper, this one I don't know cause he always go there makan The sample votes results came in at around 10:45 PM. Sample votes are like they take a number of votes to agak-agak predict the results So far it's super accurate one unless the vote count very close It's revealed that Tharman has 70%, Kok Song has 16%, and Tan Kin Lian has 14%. Wow. Although if you know how popular Tharman is you know that this is expected Cause Tharman is macam like Liverpool FC and Kok Song and Tan Kin Lian is like Tampines Rovers FC Even if Liverpool send their youth team also can win one You see ever since the sample vote thingy is used we usually wait until the official results are out before we can confirm anything Cause it's like getting a job Until you sign the appointment letter you don't quit your old job first But this time the numbers so huge the candidates who interview thought like it's like the final results Kok Song even considered defeat and then left the office. Tharman addressed the media and then maybe went back to have his half-eaten nasi lemak Tan Kin Lian also kind of admit it's over Heck, I even watched the live stream of the presidential elections even those live streams end before the official results are out It's like your crush saying that she treats you like a brother and then you give up walao cannot like that one walao At least only give up when she gets married you bodoh. At 12:33 AM, the official results were out and they are almost similar to the sample count So unemployed Tharman officially becomes President Tharman with 70.4% of the votes By then people already don't care it's like the sample votes have more responses than the official results Kind of like this year NDP whereby the rehearsals are more happening than the real NDPs So for all the Tan Kin Lian supporters if you think that we might have lost an opportunity for a change watch on Cause whether it's Tan Kin Lian or Sobiran or Tan Ziwei to be elected as president it doesn't matter I've done a video to show you the powers of the president but maybe you need a new refresher after Tan Kin Lian keep on focusing on a change. You see, think of the president as a sultan of Singapore just purely as samurai. And then another role is to hold a second key to the reserve. Cause just imagine, what if in the next election the government comprises a coalition of 3 parties instead? Alam Party, Gohyong Party, and Tissue Party. And those are bad parties. Maybe a good party will win back the election 5 years later but during the 5 years those bad parties can raid the reserve and then make Singapore bankrupt That's why a president must not be from any party and then hold the second key. In case a rogue government takes over at least the president who's not related to the government can keep the reserve safe Cause the reserve is like one of our most powerful defenses Therefore the president is kind of like the goalkeeper not the player in the field. I know you're going to say goalkeeper also can score goal now like that you might as well say the referee also can If you feel that you have learned something, consider downloading our app for more exclusive content and also subscribe to us and watch this video to know the real powers of the president. And then you'll know Tharman actually has more executive powers when he was a minister